All right. Hello, babies. This is for the Scorpios. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Midheaven. If you feel like a Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, if you're checking the topic of whatever house Scorpio lays in your chart, or if you happen to see this during Scorpio season, or if you just happen to be here, this could be for you. This is for the Scorpios. Scorpio. What's going on in the Scorpio collective? Wild shuffle here. Okay, so you're facing some setbacks. Definitely facing some setbacks here. Some of you guys may be having transportation issues. Maybe you need a car. Maybe you're having car problems. Maybe there's an imbalance going on in your life, and it's starting to feel like if you're like burning out, like you're just kind of spinning in circles and know what to do. That is amplified by this Nine of Swords in reverse here. You could be coming out of a period of struggle, but kind of feeling like, now what? You know what I mean? Now what do we do? And for some of you guys, this could be extreme stress, feeling like you're cracking under the pressure, especially, if you don't got a car or if you're facing these setbacks and they seem insurpassable, like you just can't get past them. I could definitely see, how you could be so stressed out here. Okay, so what is causing this blockage, setback? Is it a car? What do they need to fix this problem? What do they need to fix this problem? What do they need to fix this problem? Okay, so for some of you guys, it seems like you need to pay attention to the warning signs ahead of time. It seems like you could have gotten warning signs, but you missed them. Like, uh-oh, missed the warning sign here. And then now you have no choice but to, do the hard work. You got to do the hard work basically to turn yourself around. So the thing about momentum, right, is that if you are going full speed ahead and you're just kind of coasting, you're going to eventually come to a stop. It seems like the divine was trying to tell you, like, hey, you're about to come to a full and complete stop if you don't stop ahead of time or if you don't keep pedaling, something. Unless you keep pedaling, then you're not going to keep going momentum, right? So the hardest part is that first big push. You're gonna have to do that first big push again. Some of you guys, for some of you guys, you have to move. I'm getting like you could suddenly have to move, like, but you don't know where you're gonna go, or you could have to pack up all your stuff and go very suddenly, or there could be sudden delays, sudden issues. Okay, what is this surrounding? What is this surrounding? What is all of this about? What is all of this about? Okay, a chaotic period of transition. So maybe you're leaving something behind, but it's like it just not in the best way, possibly. Like maybe, okay, when I see this, you could possibly be avoiding accountability for something because, okay, the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. So this is like leaving conflict in a way with a kind of a peaceful resolution. Maybe there was compromise. Maybe nobody's completely happy, but you addressed it and then you left. You know what I mean? For this seems like you're avoiding it. Like you were kind of, or possibly for some of you, this is somebody else, avoiding accountability for something that they did. And it's like the divine told you that they were going to keep avoiding accountability and then they left you high and dry to cover the bill. You know what I mean? Metaphorically speaking, maybe you're not actually covering a bill, but maybe somebody, um, you know, they took off while owing you something, or before they could give you what before they could give you what they owed you, and now it's like all hell's breaking loose. Maybe not all hell, but let's see. Can we get more about this situation? What's going on? What is this? What is this going on in Scorpio's life? Okay, somebody definitely manipulated a situation, and either you regret letting this happen, or they regret letting it happen, or they regret doing it. This is definitely a loss for some of you guys. This is like, feeling as if all is lost, but it's really not all lost here. There's still some positive things back here to look forward to. He's crying over these three because it seems like these see how that's red right there. It's like this is blood, sweat, and tears that went into this. And it's like, okay, but you still have your pride and dignity back here, okay? So don't lose your pride and dignity crying over this lost blood, sweat, and tears, okay? Just keep going, keep fighting. What you lost will always, there's always a bridge. There's always a bridge to cross to get over here. You don't have to stay over here and think about your blood, sweat, and tears that you put into this that you lost. You can get over your emotions, build a bridge, and get over it. Okay, not saying build a bridge and get over it, not to minimize or invalidate you, but that's, here we go. Okay, and then also there is this Seven of Cups here, which is saying there could be some illusions here, where you thought things were going to go differently and they didn't quite pan out that way, and now you got to come up with another option. So this other option, your head and your heart have to be in alignment. Okay, so are you going to pick vices? Are you going to pick victory? Are you going to pick wealth? Are you going to pick, security and stability? Are you going to pick transformation? Are you going to pick embracing the Holy Spirit or mystery, embracing the unknown? Or are you going to pick yourself or, a lover? So go with what you feel. It's a pick your path story. Okay. This is an ad lib. Okay. So what else? What else do you have to say to Scorpio? What else are you going to say to Scorpio? Okay. When I first saw this card, it came out this way, and then it like doop, 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 doop. So possibly you are flipping back and forth in your mind. Like, something's a problem, then you deny it's a problem. And then you're just like, no, it really is a problem. Then you're like, no, it's not a problem. You're possibly like going back and forth in your mind, trying to decide if something is worth your time or not, or if something's really a problem or not. Don't be in denial anymore. No more denial. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. Okay. All right. So what is this about? What are they in denial about? What are they in denial about? They're in denial about somebody is not going to stop. For some of you guys, for some of you somebody could have underestimated you. Somebody could have thought that you were weaker than you were. Maybe you thought somebody else was weaker than they were. This seems to be there's a formidable opponent here. Okay, so there is somebody that you're possibly up against, or possibly some type of conflict that you feel like you may not have to address. Like, maybe I have to address it. Maybe I don't have to address it. You're like, I should probably address this. And you're like, no, I can let it slide. Like, and then you're like, no, I probably need to address this. But it seems like you're possibly avoiding it becoming a bigger issue. For some of you guys, there could be somebody throwing a rock and hiding their hand, kind of thing. Okay, what else? What's going on for Scorpio? What's going on for Scorpio? How should they handle this? How should they handle this? Okay, so when I say how should you handle this, and I see this in reverse, it's saying, you know, this is interesting. Okay, it could be saying let it slide, because this way is like, standing your ground, uh, asserting yourself, and making it very clear who's who, right? In reverse, it's kind of saying like you don't really need to do that. Like, you don't really need to do that. Okay, why don't elaborate on this, please? Clarify. It's not worth your time. It's not a productive use of your time to address this. Don't cut any corners right now. Just focus on your work. Okay, so what should they do? More advice for Scorpio. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing there's some disharmony in your home, and you need to possibly work on that. Okay, so let's focus on the stability in your own home and your own family, before concerning yourself about whatever this is. Whatever that is. What is this? What is the whatever this is part? What is the whatever this is part? What is that? What is this animosity? What is this? What is that? The tower. Okay, there should be some towers. Somebody, what? What? Okay, what is the tower? That's not any less confusing. Okay, okay, the Hermit reverse. Okay, some are. Whoa, I thought it was reversed. It's upright. Okay, so it could be about a Virgo. It doesn't have to be a Virgo. This could be, there's this tower where you're suddenly alone and doing some reflection, or you're suddenly. Elaborate. I need more. Okay, what is this situation? What is this conflict situation surrounding the tower and the Hermit? Okay, with the Page of Swords. Okay, here it is. So you could have gotten some information, or there could be some perceived conflict that, and it's almost like maybe somebody took something the wrong way, or maybe it's like when I see the Page of Swords here with the Tower and the Hermit, it seems like further investigation is needed. You need to investigate more. He's an investigator. He's an investigator. There's a Tower here. So there's kind of like this need to find out like who done it maybe. And when I saw the advice being the let it slide and like it's not worth your energy, there could also be like a possible like mistaken identity possibly like there could be like a conflict being blamed on one person, but it's actually somebody else. And then when I see focus on your own home and family, it's just, reinforce your surroundings. If, you know, when I see this as well, this could possibly even be somebody in your own family. Like this could be somebody in your own family that has, you know, that could possibly be like misdirecting you or I don't want to say more. Okay, what else? What is this? What is this Hermit Tower, Page of Swords? What's going on? What is the situation? The Ace of Cups reversed. This could have even been like an ex. Like an ex is throwing shade at you, or there's some negative energy being sent at you, or you're being manipulated by an ex somehow, or somebody's sending something your way, and you think it's a whole other person sending stuff at you, but it's actually your ex. Or what is this? What is this conflict concerning? Okay, I see the devil here. Okay, what is the conflict concerning? Somebody left. Somebody walked away and didn't come back, or somebody wants somebody to come back. For some of you, this is somebody doing like come to me spells, or just trying to manifest you back, or they want to make sure you're not happy with somebody else, or sometimes if people do come to me spells and they're in a lower vibration than you, this can affect your life negatively, and it can feel like if you're fucking cursed, man. It feels like it because they have to drop you back down to that vibration to where they're accessible, where you're accessible to them, right? So it can look like somebody just like hex you or like up and down, but really it's just chopping you down to this level so that way they can reconnect with you. Very selfish of them. So yeah. Okay. And for some of you guys, they just don't want you to move on. This is not wanting somebody to move on as well. Somebody doesn't want you to move on. Okay. Is there actual spell work being done? Is there actual spell work being done on the Scorpio? Maybe not. Maybe not actual spell work, but it seems like if energetically this person is trying to come back to you. And a lot of you guys are very spiritual, especially Scorpio. Death and rebirth is a theme in your guys' life. So death and rebirth, expect that to happen a lot just in general. So also someone like you, very intuitive, you have access to a bunch of different timelines, right? And in order to have access to them, you have to have been on them, right? So you could be going back down in frequency for a little bit, maybe experiencing some delays and blockages that you're very concerned about. Fear is what will drop your frequency like crazy, okay? So if you're scared, if you're worried, preoccupied in your mind, like, that's going to drop your frequency like crazy to make you more accessible to this person. So you possibly have some unfinished business with this person where you need to just talk to them, figure out what that is, so that way you can raise your stuff back up. Okay, what does this person want from? What does this person want from my Scorpio collective? What does this person want from them? Or what? No, Lord, I just split the deck and it said to lie and cheat, on you. Okay, what do they want from Scorpio? What do they want from my Scorpios? They want that thing. Okay, that's all they want. So, for some of you guys, this person's just obsessed with your body. You're obsessed with, um, you see what he's holding. You see what he's looking at. He's like, oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. You're being asked to hold yourself back. This person is also possibly trapped in their own mind. This person, for some of you guys, just got out of jail or they're in jail. This person is fake as fuck. They do not mean what they say in the least bit. Okay, don't take them back. Okay, what else? Okay, some of you guys have been having dreams about this person, not to let this person back in. And then again, this person is still unhealed. They're not ready to come into alignment with you. For some of you guys, this is your twin flame, and you guys are going to union and separate again. And as twin flames do. Okay, bottom of the deck. you could feel a little bit imbalanced right now, feeling like you need to make ends meet or you just need to keep up. You have a lot of plates in the air right now, so you can't really afford distractions like this. Okay, in the middle of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so you can also possibly not be taking care of yourself as much anymore. This could be part of that, like, you know, drop in vibration. Again, a drop in vibration isn't the end of the world. It's not like you can't come back up. And then for a lot of you who are here, especially if you're like a spiritual reader or, you do spiritual work of some type, because, the Queen of Pentacles is a healer. If you're a healer of some sort and you're someone who's meant to heal people at every which different vibration, you have to have access to those vibrations by being on them, right? So, because you're meant to heal people at this vibration, this vibration, this vibration, all the way up and down, right? Every walk of life. So go to where you're called, but don't let it like make you doubt who you are. Some of you guys could be feeling some type of imposter syndrome right now. Like, am I really that great? Yeah, you're great. You're fantastic. Okay, the Empress reverse, also self doubt here. Ton of self doubt, possibly feeling as if you know, you're letting yourself down or that you let other people down. Let me get one more. The world reverse. You're just repeating life, repeating lessons, repeating cycles. There's something you need to close out still. You haven't quite elevated in the way that you would like to yet. Let me get one more. The Hangman reverse. Okay, there's some issues here that you could again be in denial about that are more on the inside versus the outside. There could be changes you need to make on the inside versus the outside that are holding you back. Okay, what does that change? That's the Empress reverse again. Okay, a lack mindset. Okay, you can have a lack mindset. A lack mindset is like saying like somebody else got this, so now I can't have it. And it's like, no, because a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. If one person gets this, that means at least two other people can get it too. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. So just because somebody else has it doesn't mean you can't have it too. One more thing. Also, um, there could be a lack of authenticity as well. There could be some things like you're like, okay, I'll show these to the world, but I'm not going to show these to the world. You know what I mean? Or I'll show these things to the world, but I'll kind of hide these things away. I don't want everyone to know this about me. So it's a little bit of sneakiness here, but it is strategy. Like possibly being a little bit too strategic to where it's coming off inauthentic. So yeah, just be careful with that. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.